Hello everybody, Steelfish Gaming here. It has come to my attention that Nintendo has announced a new console. They haven't released it yet, but they've announced it. Now, what console have they announced? The Wii 2? No. The Nintendo DS 2? No. Rather, they made another Nintendo Switch. And I'm gonna just be going over the trailer, telling you what I like, what I don't like. 5 days ago. Nintendo. There's the old Nintendo Switch. Oh, the controllers are coming off. Ooh, it's getting bigger. Okay, I kind of like that they did do a bigger screen. Because the Nintendo Switch, it's the size of a large smartphone, and it's kind of in an awkward place where it's too large to fit in one's pocket, but it's also too small to really be considered a big video gaming console, and I feel like it's good that they decide to go one way or the other. Now, they did make a smaller Nintendo Switch about this big. I feel like if they did a Nintendo Switch 2 small version, that would be good, but I like what they did here, where they made it big, kind of like a laptop. Looks like they're adding... Okay, they have the... Looks like they have 2 USB-C ports, so maybe... Hear me out, guys. What if the Nintendo Switch 2 supports keyboard and mouse? That would be a game changer for the console world. Imagine Nintendo makes their own branded keyboard and mouse. It'd be like $200 and it wouldn't even be mechanical. But if it supports keyboard and mouse, that would be something else. I hope they do that. Looks like they upgraded the stand too. Before, for the Nintendo Switch, it was just a little stick that came off of the back. And that is not adequate in most situations. Let's say that you're putting it, I don't know, you're balancing it on a soft, non-level surface, like a pillow or something. Then a stick is gonna keep it from falling over. But this leg design that kind of covers the entire back of the Nintendo Switch, it reminds me of the Microsoft Surface in a way. So I feel like they did a good job there. And it can do multiple angles, which is a major improvement over the one angle and inferior balance of the previous Switch. So I like what they've done so far. Okay. I like this new redesign of the controllers. I like the color scheme where it's mostly black but with accents of either blue or red. I assume they're going to have more than one design because that's the way the other one was eventually. But looks like there's 2 extra buttons on the top, so that'll give you more control over different video games. And I kind of like what they're doing here. They're making the controllers larger, because the previous controllers were very small and not that easy. So, which gives me 2 ideas. I think that they're going to have, for one, increased battery life, and 2, they're probably going to have better connectivity, and 3, better motion controls. Nintendo has a huge chance to redeem themselves with a classic re-release of Wii Sports and Wii Sports Resort. If they could do that, then Nintendo, I'm gonna buy your Switch. Okay, they show the joystick moving around like that, which I hope is a hint that they fixed the Joy-Con drift, because for a very long time, Nintendo has been struggling with a problem where after a few months of use, weeks even, the Joy-Con controller would get slightly favored in one direction over the other, and it would cause your character or your video game to move by itself, even when the controller was not being touched at all. And that is a massive problem that makes it significantly more difficult to play video games. So if Nintendo figured out how to fix that, then that's definitely good. Okay, it looks like rather than sliding on and being attached with a button, the new Joy-Cons, they look like they're held on by magnets. I like that because the little... Although my Nintendo Switch has not had this problem, the little clicking thing, the little locking mechanism on there, could very easily break, but magnets, they'll work forever. So I feel like that's a step in the right direction, as long as the magnets are strong enough. Because if they aren't, then you could be playing video games. You know how people kind of do this when they're playing video games with a controller? They could easily just... the switch could fall out and you're just holding the controllers. So hopefully they have some strong magnets in there. Oh, there's even more. Mario Kart. And it looks like the dock for the Nintendo Switch, rather than being a square, has rounded corners. That's a more modern design. I kind of like it, because the Switch is certainly not trying to ever, in the slightest way, appeal to classic consoles. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but it'd be nice if Nintendo did that. Like, I don't know, a Wii 2, a DS 2. But they're not going to do that until we keep asking them to. So I like that they went all the way here and gave it a nice futuristic design. Alright, that's a standard game controller, just like they've had for the previous model of the Nintendo Switch, where you can put it in there for better grip, which I think is pretty cool. 2025, and that's right now. Plays Nintendo's Switch 2 exclusive games, as well as Nintendo Switch games. Alright, so it looks like the big Nintendo Switch is about 125% the size of the small one, and that's pretty cool. So, the things I like is they fixed a lot of problems with the controllers. They made the screen bigger, and that's pretty cool. And it looks like there's definitely going to be more video games, more power, better controllers, which is something Nintendo Switch users have been asking for years. However, something that, within the context of a Nintendo Switch re-release, this is perfect. But outside of that context, why would they make another Nintendo Switch when the first one is not even remotely close to being obsolete? Like the Nintendo Wii or the Nintendo DS. They don't get any online support anymore. There hasn't been any new games for those in years. And they're the favorite among Nintendo fans, because it's the consoles that we grew up with. They've done this with the old Atari, the old NES. If they could re-release the Wii, kind of like they did with those, then Nintendo, that's where you would make millions, even billions. You can make billions of dollars if you do a Wii 2 or a DS 2. Also, the Nintendo 3DS came out, I think in 2010? It was a long, long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. And that 3D technology was groundbreaking. You didn't even need 3D glasses. You could just look right at the screen and it was three-dimensional. That technology has been out since 2010, I think, which is about 15 years, meaning that they could have easily, in those 15 years, made crazy advancements in that technology. Maybe even a hologram, for all I know, but they didn't do that. Which is slightly disappointing because that's kind of what made Nintendo what it is today, the Wii and the DS. Because those were groundbreaking advancements in gaming technology. Just like the Game Boy was. Portable gaming in the palm of your hand. The power of a gaming console in the palm of my hand, like Thanos said. So if somebody from Nintendo is watching this, please listen to me. Make another Wii or 3DS. Because the fans will love it. And I will probably buy both of them if you do it. Well, that's my opinion. You guys know what I think about Nintendo. That I feel like they don't listen to their fans enough. They should probably re-release... If they did a redesign of the Nintendo Wii and the 3DS, then that would sell millions. Because that's what everybody around, I don't know, however old you are to grow up with a Nintendo Wii or a Nintendo DS like I did. That's what every single person would buy one. But Nintendo isn't doing that for one reason or the other. So I hope I can get through to them. Well, that's all I got to say for today. Steelfist Gaming, signing out.